Yeah. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us.
Good evening. Grand rising. To all my overseas brothers and sisters and all my in-state melanated brothers and sisters. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation. Today is Wildlands Wednesday. We in the building tonight, man. First and foremost, big up to all my followers, fans, viewers, and subscribers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, y'all. Secondly, man, big up to the best moderators in the game. Y'all know who they are. Young boy Maya Bucks, Master Teacher Fox, TLS, Preston McKenzie, a.k.a. B-Mac, Club Can't Get In, Coach Ricky, Diablo, Gare Bear, Big Frank, you know what I'm saying, Uncle P, Dave, Marco, and my big bro, Professor Remo, bringing up the real for show, y'all. And we can't forget about them queens, man. We got the First Lady, Miss Gigi Gaming Palace. We got Miss Star Wars Marcus LLC, a.k.a. Miss Kimber, y'all. We got Big Dog. We got the beautiful Miss Oxford Brooks. And last but not least, we got the Queen Goddess, Miss Cece Craven, Carefully, y'all. Hey, man, don't forget to patronize and support those 5 melanated businesses, y'all. In Chicago, Pizza, Dance, Soul Food, and Bakery, Cafe with Grown Folks Play, Urban Lux Cafe, and the House of Health and Wellness, y'all. Make sure y'all go check them out, man. You know what I'm saying? And that good old soul food, man. Hey, Dance, the pizza from Lynn's, Urban Lux, you know what I'm saying? Hey, make sure y'all get in the door, man. And let them know we sent you, man. Hey, but y'all know how I like to do, man. Get myself together, man, and let y'all hear the theme song without any interruptions in my beautiful voice. So without any further ado, let's get to it, y'all.
Yeah, we coming off the block with this one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What up, Lan? Yeah.
What we doing?
Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in. The world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Damn. Got it off the block, forming a dynasty from a rock. Laid back in the cut, press play, can't get enough. Yo, let's chop it up in every location. A bearded conversation, opportunity keep knocking like child support payments. Started from the bottom like basements, now we famous. Podcast official, the topic will probably hit you from a distance like a pistol. Subscribe so you can listen to survival of the fittest. We talking that how we living it. Rolling like a dealership, managing several businesses. T-shirts, podcast, no, you don't need a membership. Just follow us on YouTube, Knowledge Supreme Infinite. Chicago got it zipping, excited to talk about it. Going live, check your notifications so you can holler. Or leaving in the comments, debate it, just being honest. Chicago topics, worldwide views, we supersonic. Big Angus Conga, circle back round like every week. Tell a friend off the block, it's where we meet. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in.
Why you hating? You already know we locked in the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love us, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back.
The hood love us. Bearded conversation, homie, tap in. Why you hating? You already know we locked in the world's greatest. Broadcasting live and they love it, but don't judge us. Got it off the block, giving it back. Come on. The hood love us. Got it off the block, giving it back. The hood love us. Broadcasting live. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back. Bearded conversation off the block, giving it back.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of Bearded Conversation, y'all. I am your host, Bill Genghis Khan, a.k.a. the Con Man, BK8, Mr. BGK. Welcome, man. How everybody doing? I'm saying, hope everybody doing fine. Man, you know what I'm saying, man? Had me out here acting like Kanye yesterday and shit, man. You feel me? But anyway, y'all. Hey, you know what I like to say, man? Start every show, man. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. One last time, let's keep everyone in our thoughts, prayers, views, and meditations. As people record you with on a daily basis, people record you with our families, our extended families, more especially our Bearded Conversation, our Bearded Studios, and our Bad TV family. And let's not forget those 5 key components of life that we all should be mastering. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. Big ups to you, Uncle P. I see you. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. Again, these are things that, or these are principles. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And presets and whatever descriptive words you can or want to put in this place. These are vital things, that we should be looking to do for ourselves. That love, that peace, that respect, that motivation, and inspiration. And it can be hard, and that's why I like to say, what I'm saying, on top of all that, we're gonna E40 that thing and sprinkle a little support. Cause a little support go a long, 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 long way, y'all. Y'all just don't know how long it go, And sometimes, we don't know how long it go because we don't see that support. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that support. We don't get that support. We don't receive that support. Any way you want to look at it. But listen, it ain't never too late to start giving it out. You know what I'm saying? It's never too late to start giving it out. It's never too late to start caring. So, man, just let's pay it forward from now on. From here on out, let's pay it forward. Hey man, listen, as you guys know, open platform, open forum. The link is in the chat. I will be posting the link periodically throughout the publication and the conversation. If anybody want to come up and join the topic of discussion or got something to add to it or want to change it, feel free to hit that link to come up. Big ups to Brother Sean in the building tonight. You know what I'm saying? I encourage ones to do so. But if you just want to stay in the chat, man, that's cool too. You could just stay in the chat. But if you want to chat, man, just do me a favor, man. Pull your phones out, share the stream with 3 more people. Tell them 3 more people to share with 3 more people, and them 3 more people to share with 3 more people. And let's continue the cycle and let's get everybody in the building. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we do that. And don't forget to hit that like button, as well. And let's get the people in the algorithm. And don't forget to support the stream, family. I can't stress that enough, man. Big ups to Uncle P, Shawnee Core Lord, you know what I'm saying, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, Diablo, when he come through, man, he bless, he buy your boy coffee. Gary always hit the cash out. Big ups to all y'all. But man, listen, I appreciate that support and I love that support, for my internal. Where my external people at? Where my peekaboos? You know what I'm saying? My bearded peekaboos, you know what I'm saying? Drop $1 sometime. You know what I'm saying? Hit them links, you know what I'm saying? You come in and you peekaboo and you get good listening and you're getting good understanding and you're getting good motivation or you're getting good counsel. You know what I'm saying? Shit, when you go to church on Saturday or Sunday or whatever day you choose to go participate in that, you hear me? You drop a few lugs and a few slugs for them. Drop a few bucks and a few slugs for me. You feel me? Hey, but not to sound like what I'm saying, but support the stream, man. It costs to do this. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I think I'm a great representation for the people, man, because I'm real and I'm raw and I'm straightforward. And it is what it is, and I'm not against reasoning. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against reasoning. I always try to reason before, shit get too. You know what I'm saying? But and then sometimes, you gotta play the role and play the part. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man. No, this is what I live. It's Wednesday, man. But before we get into anything and start talking about anybody or doing anything of that nature, man, we need to do this first. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. The thoughts, views, and opinions of Bearded Conversations are the thoughts, views, and opinions of me right now. I don't mean to hurt, to harm, or to to offend. I don't mean to hurt, to harm, or to offend. This video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only. Once again, this video stream is for informational, educational, and edutainment purposes only, with the underline and undertone, and I do stress and emphasize edutainment. We don't want you to take any advice given or anything shown on this channel for face value without consulting the proper professional that suits your specific needs. Please do your due diligence. Please do your vet work, and please do your research. I want you to get that second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth opinion. We don't want you going out here starring on revotes, robbing no banks, telling your boss what he or she can say, how they can turn it sideways and where to put it. Because we done already told you that's not what you should be doing. So now that we cleared that all up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, man. I want to open up, you know what I'm saying, letting the people know, man, listen, yesterday fiasco, man, at the end of the show, man, coming towards the end of the show, you know what I'm saying? Big ups for our boy, Cito Boy, man. Cito Boy was back in the building, man. And listen, y'all, I'm I be trying, man. I be trying. But you know, sometimes you know, you just gotta give it up. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta give it up. Because it's like, you know, I don't know, man. Lack of understanding, you know, and I don't want to say a tale of two cities or a tale of two worlds, and or when two worlds collide, that'll be just inflating the situation. It's the lack of cognitive dissonance, the lack of understanding, the lack of intellectual prowess, and ability and capability to sit down and have a conversation or discourse and do it in a manner, because I don't want to genderize it, but do it in a manner where both parties who are included in this conversation can reach points and make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, we had a brother come in that I so support too, man, and that so support to the channel come in, man. Some old shit, bro. That should have been hashed and squash, which I thought was hashed and squash. But apparently this brother got a deep rooted something going on. And I'm not making fun or pun at it, because now that I see that, because now I really see it. And I think, like, and I offer, and I reached out. No. I'm saying I didn't reach out, but I'm offering and I'm reaching out now to have an open discussion. You know, whereas if I need to just shut the fuck up and just listen and try to understand what the situation is, and let you guys respond to me and not respond back to see if I can get a better overview of the situation. Listen, we can do that, because trying to have a mutual understanding, that ain't gonna get it, man. Hey, but big ups to Pastor Dollars though. Pastor Dollars was entertaining. I rock with Pastor Dollars, man. Pastor Dollars can come over here on the channel anytime. Big ups to TMB Monkey Man. Big ups to his uncle Pastor Dollars, man. Big ups to what is it, y'all? What is it? Greater Mount Come Up, or Mount Greater Come Up? You know what I'm saying? Baptist, Catholic, Hebrew, Israelite, Episcopalian, Seventh Day Evangelist, and what he say in Scientology on Wednesday church. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, that shit was hilarious, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and everything was going smooth, man. Everything was going smooth. She said I fell asleep before the show ended, but I watched the replay though. Yeah, man, and it was crazy, man. And I was trying to, damn, I hope that individual understands to let go. I didn't catch it. Yeah, you should rewatch it, man, and let me know if I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just go back and watch it towards when he popped on and the conversation started. You know what I'm saying? Having an open platform comes with different personalities that don't always conform with your standards. And that's okay, Uncle P, because I know that. But again, having an open platform leads and see, and which helps me in my journey, which helps me facilitate and moderate and become a person who's the liaison and the bringer of people together, or the organizer of certain things to get people to move. You know what I'm saying? So I have to understand and value those differences of personalities and those differences of philosophies and those differences of thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And I get that. But when, but but it has to be a equal understanding in order for that to happen. Now it doesn't, because guess what? You know, in order to control the outcome, which I knew I should have done, I should have just fell back and just listened and let it slide. But I wanted to get to the root of the problem. I just got through talking about how we attack shit on the surface and we don't get deeper. And I done said that shit on plenty of shows. And guess what? It might not be my business to get into this man's life and help this brother resolve his issues or whatever he got going on. But God damn it, listen, I'm gonna give it a try. You know what I'm saying? Because we need that, because that type of fact, that type of mentality, that type of mindset that was displayed. These are some of the things that we talk against. These are some of the things that we don't want our young boys, our young kings, our young women, our young queens, thinking that this is the reality and this is what life is. Because some of the statements that he made were just like asinine, because that's not reality and that's not the way men handle things. You know what I'm saying? That's the way heathens and imbeciles and morons and people with the lack of understanding handle things. Because brother, if we see, and this is why a lot of pettiness happen. You know, this is why when I read these articles about, you know what I'm saying, the crimes and shit and the things that happen of that nature, because again, like I say, sometimes, man, how about just letting it go? How about just walking away? How about just saying, guess what? If I didn't do this or if I didn't make this decision, and I wonder how many of these young bulls go home and sit back and realize, damn, if I hadn't have pulled the trigger, my homie would be alive. Or we hadn't have did this, I'd still be smoking and drinking and going and cutting up with the women with my homie. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be damned if don't none of them do it. They'll be alive. They tell you they don't do it, because I know they do it. Because I was one of them niggas, and I'm sorry. I do it. And if you can ask anybody, I barely give about anything. My cousin just got in the chat. Big shout out to Mega Teeth. I don't give up about nothing. You hear me? Oh yeah, my kid. Come on, come on, y'all. You know. Hey, but guess what? They got a certain amount of before it's like, oh shit, that's what you want to do? That don't concern me. Because it gets to a point where this has to stop. It has to stop. We gotta be better. And it's a good thing because, you know, these are challenges to help me not get so triggered sometimes. You know what I'm saying? This should help build your character. You know, because there's gonna be times I'm gonna be out here talking to motherfuckers that I know ain't gonna want to talk to y'all, and it's gonna be you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know, so this is good. That mess came from out of nowhere. You handle yourself well though, kind of as usual. I be trying, man. I be trying, but sometimes I still think I'm the villain, you know, afterwards. She said, so wait, so the guy named after the drug that's a dude you got spicy. No. What the yeah, overdose. Okay, yeah. So the guy named after a drug, that's a dude you know what I'm saying. Yeah, man. I don't man. It don't even matter, y'all. It don't even matter. Cause I got my family in the building. We still happy, man. You know, I gotta go to work in the morning to that bullshit ass place. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I go there, do what I gotta do, bring my ass home, man. You feel me? You know, you know. He say hijacking the stream and raging out isn't producing anything positive. Let's keep it 100. Um, that's true. That's true. But you know, I allowed the mini hijacking. You know, just like I allowed the pastor to come on, but the pastor gave us energy. You know, even I seen you with the blasphemy comment, Uncle P, but I think you was being sarcastic. I know you knew it was all in fun, and you know that's just something. you know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Miss Cece says we definitely need to come together and embrace him, and offer compassion instead of criticizing because you never know what's going on or how we can help each other instead of tearing each other down. See, that's all I was saying. That's all I'm saying, Miss Cece, because I really thought this situation was dead. He said, hopefully he opens up to listen though eventually. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I want. That's all I want. See though, boy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all I want, man. It's the peace. That's all. That's y'all. Come on, man. Y'all here with me every day, man. That's all I. That's the only thing I be trying to be on. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I don't know. You feel me? Look, check it out, y'all. Let me. Hey, what? So motherfuckers always say Uncle P, the Cito, Miss CC, Shawnee Accord Lord. Everybody that's in the stream tonight, man, hit that damn like button, man. Hit that like button.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Cito, hit that goddamn link. All right. Everybody seems to tend to think that I'm a slick talking individual. What? that should be hilarious to me, man. That should be hilarious to me. Yeah, the pastor, man. The pastor was hilarious. You driving home? All right, Cito. All right, baby boy. All right, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. The pastor was off the chain, man. Hey, I told y'all one of my favorite parts is when I ask the pastor. I say, Pastor, what if I want to drive a BMW? The pastor say, you better get you a church. I say, damn. Then I say, Pastor, you know what I'm saying? Your nephew, you know what I'm saying? TMB letting you run the, you know what I'm saying? Do your little thing on this show and on this channel. Damn, you can't let the $50 slide. He's like, what you mean? Let it slide. How I'm gonna let it slide? How I'm gonna continue to, you know what I'm saying? Do what then when he had to take his parishioners, you know what I'm saying, today's he was hilarious, man. He was hilarious. Oh shit, he was hilarious. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. That was funny. That was funny. He say, well, joking. Yeah, drive safe, make sure you get to it. He say, BMW, bring more see, guess what? We gonna have to lay that on the pastor, Sean. We gonna have to, hey, he say this from a mechanic. Hey, Sean, we gonna have to, see, and guess what? It still correlates. You know what I'm saying? Bring more wallets. You know what I'm saying? Because he in the church and he trying to get the woo off the bell, but you a mechanic, so I already know how much BMW parts cost. You know what I'm talking about? Mercedes, I know them parts is like, man, extra hella expensive. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay. But yeah, man, the good energy, man. We was vibing, man. But hopefully, goddamn it, was Miss Gigi? What's going on, Miss Gigi? But hopefully, man, you know what I'm saying? We can come to a resolution to that issue. Man. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. I'm sorry. Man. Yeah. Just say stop smacking. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, but other than that, man, I want to give a big shout out, y'all, chat. I want to let y'all know, man. I want to give a big shout out, man, to Coach Ricky, man, and the EGE Bears. This the brother logo right here. You know what I'm saying? EGE stands for Everybody Gonna Eat. Bears, you know what I'm saying? They got the teal, green, and gray. They got some nice little fly uniforms, man. Also, he looking for brothers to come out and help mentor the kids with the youth football program, and also he looking for young women between the ages of 7 and 14 as well that want to participate in cheerleading activities, and also he's looking for women who want to come in and mentor those young ladies and be coaches and things of that nature. So listen, man. He had an Abbott Park, 49 East, 95th Street. If you're in Chicago, Illinois, listen, bring your boys and bring your girls, the ages of 7 to 14, up to the park. Holler at Coach Ricky. He got a banner on the gate with his number on there, man. I'll drop that later on. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, if we got people in the Chicagoland area that want to touch down with that, man, check it out. Hold on, let me get out the way so y'all can see it. Yeah, that's that EGE Bears. I'm sorry I couldn't get the bear head in the picture. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'll probably shrink it down. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, but yeah, and also, I'm trying to raise a few dollars for Coach Ricky, man. At least 300, man. You know what I'm saying? To donate to the EGE Bears. You know what I'm saying, for the kids. You know, man. You know, to help them out. You know, I ain't saying 300 ain't much. You know, hey, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everything can help. The first game, I don't know when their first game will be, or if he has a schedule. I have to talk to him and get all that information. You know what I'm saying? He said the gun making people crazy. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. He said, "I like that logo." Yeah, man. And matter of fact, I'm gonna shrink it down so y'all can see the bears. But yeah, man. And then and matter of fact, I might post the uniforms up and how he got the uniforms. He sent me all that. So you know what I'm saying, or get that flyer that he got with my little cousin on it. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna try to steal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, and put up in the background. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So doing big things out here in the city, man, with the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get it. He say, tell Coach Ricky I need my hoodie before. Listen, but you need your hoodie before the first game. Look at you, man, out here. You tell him. He say, wishing Coach Ricky absolute best in this new venture. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He say, nah, that's fly. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, I'm gonna try to put the uniforms and stuff up, man. Yeah, man, he out here doing his thing. He say there should be grants for this type of work, Bearded. Yeah, so that's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He is looking for grants, just like I am. He is looking for grants, but that a lot of that take time to come through. Even if you got a bona fide grant writer that's gonna come in and guarantee you that money. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of the shit that's going on right now, you know what I'm saying? Even if it come through, it's gonna take some time to come through. But he got some backing. I just wanted to, do my little part and just, assist whatever way I can, you know what I'm saying? Cause any smaller thing can help contribute. That little money, like I said yesterday, man, that money can help, you know what I'm saying, fund one or two kids to actually participate and play. Because this first year, basically, he just asking, the parents to play for the uniform, and all the kids play for free. You know what I'm saying? So again, that 300 can sponsor 3 uniforms for 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's more or less, what we want to do it for. Because like I said, he letting all the kids right now, his first year starting, he letting everybody play for free. He just asking the parents to get their uniforms. You know what I'm saying? And that's dope because it ain't a lot, it ain't a lot of free programs out here. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, all my boys can play football, and that shit is expensive. And motherfuckers be wanting their uniforms back. That was I ain't gonna even talk about that one. I ain't gonna even talk about that one. I ain't gonna even talk about that one. You know what I'm saying? Well, like, you want your uniform back. I ain't yeah, and I'm gonna let it alone. I'm gonna let it alone. But there are grants, man. So, he working on that, and what I'm saying, he got a little backing right now. So, you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to do my little part, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? He said, no, I mean more of them, my bad. He said the community to support in any activity and help our youth. Um, yeah. But unfortunately, the community doesn't do it, Uncle P. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the community doesn't do it. Not all communities, a lot of communities do. You know what I'm saying? But it just that one team got to be bringing in some major, 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 you know what I'm saying, notoriety to that community type shit, like the Jackie Robinson baseball team. Remember when they was real popular and they went to the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the community was all involved, man. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It be like that, And that's crazy because the politics go on that heavy and that deep inside of youth sports. It's crazy, you know. But um the link. So I gotta get his website. I don't know. I don't know if he got a website, anything set up, or whatever the case may be. But if you go on TikTok, Facebook, you know what I'm saying, the Instagram, Coach Ricky or Ricky Black, you know what I'm saying. That's how you can get in contact with him. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Do his social media pages, because that's how he promote and push what he doing. You know what I'm saying. I'll check back with him because he's been busy and see if he got his website up and running or anything like that for people to register and stuff. So, man, because I know he doing a lot of this by himself. So I'll see if he got those links and everything available. So by tomorrow we'll be able to, you know what I'm saying, just drop it. And then if not, like I said again, I'm going to put his number up there. He said, let's not talk about that. LOL. Look at you. Yeah, the uniform. Yeah. Tell me about it. How I give a chess club shirt back with my name. That's what I'm saying, man. For real. For real. He said, Jay say his first game scrimmage, first high school scrimmage is tomorrow. Okay, big ups to Jay Sean, boy. Big ups to Jayski. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? First high school scrimmage game tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Man, shit, my son ain't even, man. I don't know what he gonna do. We trying to get him, these coaches trying to get him in this one joint. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we know he gonna make it where he going. We know he gonna make that. We trying to, you know what I'm saying? We trying to move around. You know what I'm saying? We trying to, you know what I'm saying? We trying to, man. You feel me? And get some shit cracking. You feel me? We trying to go D1 by sophomore year. So you know, these coaches, they want my son to play for Brooks. They say the varsity game ain't into some shit, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, you talking about some varsity game, he a freshman. I'm like, man, he ain't gonna know no plays. You just gonna have him out. If y'all can get him in, what you go, he ain't been in no practice, but you just gonna throw them ball. But I ain't gonna lie, it ain't like he need a lot of practice. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of, but you know, he ain't officially inside of the school yet, you know? Uh, my son, you know what I'm saying, he pretty much, you know, like offense, defense, routes, plays, that shit easy. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I would prefer him to be there because, you know, the camaraderie and you know what I'm saying, getting to know the boys. I mean, he a likable individual anyway, you know what I'm saying? So if once he do get in, you know what I'm saying, everything on jail, you feel me? But yeah. But big ups to my other son, man, his first high school scrimmage game tomorrow. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he don't be too tired this weekend. What he on the line? I think he a lineman, man. You know what I'm saying? He gotta slim down. He need to slim down, though. Linebacker. He said, no. He say, no, don't hang him out to dry, though. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Oh, hell no. I'll never do that. But yeah. So shit, yeah, man. Let's get it, man. You know, man. High school football season, you know what I'm saying? My boys, you know what I'm talking about? I'm ready to go to some games, and you know what I'm saying? Act a fool, probably get put out a few of them, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Got my two last football players in high school, so shit, you know, it's time to go to some high school football games and turn up. Hey, man, this Wild Last Wednesday, right, y'all? I got some, oh, shit. They have him as a middle lineman. No, he ain't a middle lineman. You don't think you know what you talking about, man. Talking about some middle lineman. Ain't no damn middle lineman. Oh, my goodness. It's okay, man. It's okay. Mm, 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 mm. Damn shame. He said, oh, I'm throwing a few glizzies at some Karens this Hey, Sean, you a fool. He said, please don't embarrass them kids these is this year, not these year. What you mean embarrass them kids? What you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Shut your ass up. Anyway, what I'm talking about. Hey, I was coming across this shit, man. Listen, my grandson shot his daddy, 10 killed dad in front of family 2 weeks after being kicked out of home, police say. Wow, it's wild ass Wednesday. It's wild as Wednesday. Okay. Yeah, wild ass Wednesday. So this some wild ass shit, man. So look, let me get to it, y'all. 18-year-old. Anyways, no, so 10 killed dad in front of his family 2 weeks after being kicked out of the home. Okay, so it says an 18-year-old man in Wisconsin has been arrested for allegedly shooting his 47-year-old father in front of the rest of the family just 2 weeks after the older man had kicked him out of the house. Corey D. Williams Jr., was taken into custody last week and charged with 1 count of second-degree murder, reckless homicide with a dangerous weapon. Records show, according to the probable cause affidavit obtained by Law and Crime, officers with the Milwaukee Police Department at about 2:40 p.m. on July 2nd responded to a 911 call at an apartment complex in the 1100 block of West Atkinson Avenue. Regarding a reported shooting, the caller Williams' grandmother told the emergency dispatcher, "My grandson shot his daddy up there." Crazy, bro. Right? Now, if that ain't some wild shit, he say, "Never embarrassment, only a rock." Tell her, man. Tell her. You know what I'm saying? Tell her, man. You know what I'm saying? You embarrassing them. You can't even type in the chat right. That's wild as hell, man. Thank you. TMB, what's going on, Pastor? I mean, no, you ain't the pastor. Where your uncle at? No, I was just messing with you, Monkey Man. What's going on, Monkey Man? But yeah, man, shot his daddy, like damn. But shit, I guess he ain't like getting kicked out the crib. So upon the rap, that ain't funny though, cause you know, me personally, and I didn't told this story before, man. I done had to put my son out the crib. Shit. I went out looking for him, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't fine, shit. Well, then I went out looking for him. Then I started panicking because I couldn't find him and shit. And he was in my truck laying down with his slow ass. But but you know, sometimes, man, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Oh, so that's what you want to do? Oh well, shit, go ahead and do it then. You know, you just can't do it around me. You feel me? You know? He said I need those cats emails to send tracks. Hurricane didn't send you this email? He say, I saw a video of 18-year-old boy who cut his mama head off. But whoa, wait what the fuck? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's stay with homie real quick. Damn. Hold on, let me put that back up there. You saw a video? Oh, okay, you saw a video about an 18-year-old boy. I hope you ain't see it on no TikTok. My bad. I hope you ain't see it on no TikTok. You know TikTok be tweaking. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, upon arriving at the address, first responders quickly located an adult male in the living room of an apartment who appeared to be suffering from multiple gunshot wounds to his left arm, shoulder, chest, abdomen, and groin. The man, Corey Williams Sr., was pronounced dead at the scene. Damn. And a 9mm handgun was collected from the floor near the body. And an interview with the police, William Jr.'s grandfather said that William Sr. had been caring for his children in the apartment after their mother was evicted. Earlier that day, the grandfather said he went to the store with William Sr. and took a nap. He was awakened to the sound of gunshots and went outside where he saw Williams Jr. mother and her children coming down the stairs from William Sr.'s apartment. So did the mama shoot him or did the son shoot him? And it's the son taking the rap for the mother. But then they said the gun was found on the floor, so I'm pretty sure they did some forensics and fingerprints was found on the gun. Well, let's see if they say that. So Williams Jr. mother was crying and said that she did not want her kid to go to jail. The grandfather told police per the affidavit, he asked what happened, and Williams Jr. mother said Corey Williams shot his dad. When the grandfather saw Williams Jr. coming down the stairs and asked what happened, the 18-year-old allegedly said, "I shot him." Williams Jr. on July 3rd spoke to detectives, telling them that he used to live with his father in the apartment, but Williams Sr. had kicked him out about 2 weeks earlier. Williams Jr. then moved in with his sister. Prior to the shooting, Williams Jr. said he went to his father's apartment with his mother and brother to pick up the rest of their siblings who were already at the apartment. While at the apartment, Williams Jr.'s parents began to argue. So Williams Jr. said he butted in and told his dad to move around so that they could leave. And then the situation allegedly became violent. I'm gonna pause real quick. Arguing, and let me ask y'all this: how do y'all feel about getting into, or I'm finna ask, or have anyone in my chat intervene during their parents arguing or fighting, or have anybody ever experienced that? You know, some of y'all might not have experienced that, or some of y'all might not even know what that trauma is. But for the ones that's in the building right now, have you guys ever experienced or ever seen your parents or step parent, stepmom or stepdad, arguing with each other, and maybe it became physical, and have you intervened? And what do you think about your intervention then? And do you think now, knowing what you know now and living how you live, and let's not be biased, men or women, but living your experiences that you have lived now, and relationships that you have developed throughout your time, do you think that you would still go back and do the same thing or relive the same thing if it was your mother and father? You know what I'm saying? That's a good question. That's a good question. Answer that question for me, chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, now at 18, 47, mom and daddy arguing. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how a gun come in the ball. So did you come over there with this gun? Did you have the intent on already doing something to your daddy because you was already pissed off because you got put out the crib? Because if you coming to get the siblings and some belongings or whatever the hell y'all coming to do, and if they arguing, like where was this gun? Who had this gun? How did you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the situation? Now we gonna finish reading the article because I don't know if the daddy might have pulled out the gun or not, but we gonna continue and see, you know what I'm saying, what they say, or if they give us any clue about what's going on. But even still in all, like, even if it was the daddy's gun, like, bro, what you pull it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a physical altercation, that's all it should have been. And I'm not saying that I'm encouraging or that I'm pushing for this physical altercation to happen, but damn, like, come on, man. You're the father. Like, you arguing with the mother in front of the kid, and a lot of times, bro. See, and that's that trauma shit. You feel me? And that's that shit that we don't realize that be going on and be happening. You know, and I ain't saying that we can always stop it. And I ain't finna sit up here and say like I ain't never did it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that at all. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna sit here and tell you I was right for every time that it did happen. You know what I'm saying? But in certain moments like that, you know what I'm saying, when you gaslight it, and you just hype, or you know the situation is what it is, you know, we ain't always thinking. You know what I'm saying? So I can give us that. We not always thinking. You know what I'm saying? I can give us that. But in the situations where we can think shit through, and we still go forward, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been a lot of those times too. You know, there's been a lot of those times too. So, maybe not as much for other people, but we have those as well. Miss Cece said, I remember as a kid seeing my mom argue with her husband. It was rare, but it did happen. I stayed in my place though because he never touched her, that I know of. So now as a shorty, bro, like I didn't see my mom get into it with now as a baby, I didn't see my mom get into it with my father, and I was young, like, and I wasn't able to really do nothing. But then, you know what I'm saying, as I got older, I didn't see my mom, you know what I'm saying, get into it with my stepdad, woo, I jumped in, yada yada yada. The punk had nerve to tell me, excuse my French, you know what I'm saying? Because he was a good guy, I guess. You know what I'm saying? In his own right. You know what I'm saying? Had nerve to tell me if I would help to jump in again, he'd kill me and shit. You feel me? And I'm a kid, so you gotta think about, you know what I'm talking about? And I don't even like, okay, I respect the man to a degree. You know what I'm saying? I don't rock with him or fuck with him like that. You know, and I'm gonna keep it 100 and be honest. You know what I'm saying? God rest his soul, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it 100 and just keep it. And I'm not. I don't have any ill will because again, I said I respect the man because because of some of the values and the morals and principles. Outside of my father during the time that he had a that tenure with me. I appreciate, a lot of those things. You feel me? But then as I got older, but see, and this is why I asked the question. Listen, just check this out. But then this is why I asked the question about, and not being biased, men or women, like, just thinking about your experiences and growing up, would you have done it then or would you still do it or what do you think about it now? Because you gotta think about this, what I'm saying? Now that I'm grown, like you was just done for some pussy. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. Most, you know what I'm saying? You was just there for some pussy in the first place, bro. You feel me? A lot of times, a lot of that shit don't be genuine. Just looking back and reflecting and seeing shit and having my own relations and having my own experiences and seeing my mom like grow and being, different relationships and then seeing him grow after, what I'm saying, they split. Like, you feel me? Like you just know a lot of that shit wasn't even genuine. It might have started out genuine, you know what I'm saying? Oop, maybe a mistake, and then it just grew apart, but then to stay together in that toxic ass shit, because that's exactly what it was. Cause I got some stories I can tell. You feel me? Some real trauma, some horror, like fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But I didn't even help somebody before getting beat and got stabbed trying to help the motherfucker. Hurt on me. How many of us know women in our family who we probably didn't ran to try to save and husband or boyfriend was beaten upside the head and guess what she do? What up, brother D, brother Derek? The more in the building, man. Shout out to Spinner Block Media. You know what I'm saying? So what happened when we see that? And listen, fellas, again, maybe a lot of my people in my chat ain't experienced this. But what about the women in our family that we run and try to go save and when something go wrong and they call us and they need us to go, what I'm saying, put somebody in this place. Then we go up there and we get ready to go upside the motherfucker head, or we go upside the motherfucker head, and guess what? 2-3 days later, shit. Sometimes in most cases, and let's keep it 100, in most cases, it ain't even no days later. After we go outside the motherfucker head, she at the house nursing him back to health. Now I get it. Man, that's we ain't finna let that shit happen. I'm gonna go for our killer. Yeah, right, I get it. I'm like that too. You feel me? Like 100%. I'm keep it 100. Sometimes I'll be on the fence and I play that devil's advocate shit. You feel? I do it because I do it for the allure and the aesthetics of bearded conversation. But right now we gonna keep it a fucking 100. I'm with that shit too. You put your hands on my mama, my sister, nigga. Yeah. But guess what? You do that to what effect? If they gonna just go back and be right back, you know what I'm saying? So with this situation about the 18-year-old, you know what I'm saying, shooting his dad, like I say, like I don't think, and I'm not, encouraging that a weapon should have even took place, but as a man, sometime, bro, we just gotta learn how to fall back, bro. You arguing with, but damn, but how the gun even? But we gonna get to that because I'm gonna finish reading. He say, "How are you, brothers?" Yeah, hey, brother D say, "How are you, brother P?" So, um, so prior to the shooting, William Jr. said he went to his father's apartment with his mother and brother to pick up the rest of their siblings who was already at the apartment, right? Boom, 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 boom. His dad grabbed him by the collar and began to force him around, the affidavit states. While this was happening, his dad was holding a pistol in his hand. Okay, so his daddy had the pistol. Okay, so his daddy grabbed him, you know what I'm saying, grabbed him up, You feel me? With one hand, had the pistol in the other hand, and was like, "Where your shit at? Where your shit at?" You know what I'm saying? Listen. We ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now they telling me what I need to know. You feel me? And then a lot of times, check this shit out, y'all. We're gonna give it 100, you know? And the way, let's just say if this is how it actually happened, you feel me? But I already know. You know what I'm saying? I'm arguing with the woman. He get to, oh, yo, big ass, all right, come on, man. What you want? Get your shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a pipe in his hand. But see, but then again, you my son. There's no way in the hell that I should have had a pistol in my hand arguing with your mama and all these kids in this house are mad. And I'm pretty sure you 18 and the rest of these little kids, they probably was little kids. So why do you even have a fucking gun? So what if he would have snatched away or jerked away and you would have accidentally, you could have accidentally shot somebody in the fucking house or the mama or the grandfather in another room because the grandfather said he woke up to gunshots. You know, a bullet could have went through the fucking through a wall. Why do you even have a gun in your hand? Why you got your son in your other hand, 18 or not, bro? That's not some smart shit to be doing. That's not some smart. That's not smart. What's going on, brother Jordan? What's going on, brother? How you feel? That's not smart, bro. He said I have 3 sisters and I followed some of their battle cons. Okay, but Uncle P, let me ask you this. You asked this question though, Uncle P. So when you fought some of those battles, did they stay with them brothers? You know what I'm saying? Did they go back to them brothers who some of them battles you fought for? And like I asked the chat, I don't get away from this question. Chat, have you ever experienced your mother or your father or your stepmother or your stepfather, whoever it may be, arguing and it might have got physical and you got into an altercation and you got into the altercation to try to stop it? Now that you have had your own experience in life and living, would you have done that same thing, or would you have, or do you think differently about that situation now? You said no, they didn't go back. Oh, well, you lucky, Uncle P. Cause shit, I know my sister ain't never had to, but I know people who didn't went back. And again, like I said, I didn't help the woman who was getting her ass beat. You understand me? I'm talking about, man, bro. He must have thought, I don't know what this nigga was thinking about, bro. He was, and I went to, yo, man, she turned around and stabbed me in the arm, bro. You feel me? I'm like, this shit's got to be diabolical work to get stabbed trying to help that bitch from getting her brains beat in. I don't even say shit no more. And some, okay, sometimes it depends. But it make you not even want to, because you don't even know. He said, not after I got involved. Oh, shit, Uncle P, you did too much then. That's all that means. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Well, nah, man, I know some motherfucking killers, man. Man, listen, man, women, man, I'm just trying to tell you, Uncle P, but I'm pretty sure you might know. Maybe not. But again, I know some motherfuckers that ain't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? So grabbed him and walked, and it's crazy again. So, you know what I'm saying? While this is happening, his dad was holding a pistol in his hand. His dad was telling him to have respect and shut up. His dad forced him into a recliner chair and then towards the dining room area table. His mother and brother were trying to get his dad off of him. After his dad forced him over to the table, he saw a pistol that was on the table. He said, and I grabbed it and I shot him. Wait a minute. See, listen. His dad grabbed him by the collar and began to force him around, the affidavit states. While this was happening, his dad was holding a pistol in his hand. His dad was telling him to have respect and shut up. His dad forced him onto a recliner and then towards the dining room area table. His mother and brother were trying to get his dad off of him. After his dad forced him over the table, he saw a pistol that was on the table. And he said, I grabbed it and I shot him. See, this is crazy as hell because now you got a pistol in your hand and you got a pistol on the table. Now you got multiple weapons. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This shit is crazy. And this is your son, bro. And then the little. So Williams said he's not sure how many times he shot his father, but told detectives he knew it was more than 5 times. Shut the fuck. Keep your mouth. Well, he don't know no better. But shut up. According to the report for the Milwaukee Fox affiliate, Wiki prosecutor on Monday said, it was not clear whether Williams Sr. ever had a gun. What? Okay, well, yeah, because allegedly this is going off of the story. So, and again, like I said, if, Williams Jr. is currently being held in Milwaukee County Jail on a $10,000 cash bond. He is scheduled to appear in court July the 14th. The post my grandson shot his daddy, teen killed killed dad in front of family 2 weeks ago after being kicked out of home. Police say first appeared on law crime. That's crazy, man. That's some wild ass shit, bro. That's some wild ass shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it just the madness don't ever stop. It's wild ass Wednesday, but still, man, the madness just don't ever stop. Life is too short. Exactly. Life is too short, bro. And this is your son, bro. This is your son. And then you got your father in the house. And like I say, accidents happen, man. That gun could have went off and dislodged it. That's ridiculous, man. Life's value is taking a beating. Yeah, that life value shit, Uncle P, today, nowadays, man, I think that shit's been thrown out the window since the 70s, man. I think that shit started leaving with this mid 70s. You know what I'm saying? The value of life, especially inside our community. Now I'm not gonna speak for nobody else's community because I don't experience or have those experiences inside of their communities to know. But I'm pretty sure it's fucked up there too. You know what I'm saying? But I can only speak for mine. I can only appropriate and speak out and represent. You know what I'm saying? Well, what I know for mine. You know what I'm saying? He said, understand a life is a life is a life. No human deserves to be removed. Oh, wait a minute. I might have to disagree with that one, Sean. I don't know. You said you reluctantly agree with that bullshit, Uncle P. No human deserves to be removed. Listen. I ain't gonna get off into it, brother Sean, but just you know what I'm saying. You can fill in the blank. He say punish, never remove. Just fill in the blank. Goddamn, fill in the blank. Cause and I don't want to get off into this too heavy. But how do we punish someone who does such egregious and malicious and tumultuous things to children? I don't want that person punished. That person should be removed. Well, just this is my factual opinion, and from my understanding of the psychological effect and the psychosis of it, because it's not going to stop, and you can't institute this type of person back into a society type community because you're just gonna incite. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you though. I feel you. He said I was talking about your value of life assessment. My value of life is no, I value life. I think life is beautiful, but again, I'm talking about other people. I think. Oh, you reluctantly agree? Well, no. I agree with what you're saying about how it should be valued, and it's one of the most precious things that we have. I was just saying the time that I think it left, or that structural type of empathy that we have or used to have for each other. I think that shit left like mid-70s. I think that what I'm saying? Those type of organizations, those type of programs, those type of people, those type of followers, those type of leaders, you know what I'm saying? Those type of inspirational individuals. I think a lot of that shit, those kindred spirits like dwindled down in the 70s, man. And a lot of this shit just started falling. And we ain't been able to pick it back up since. We done had, here a few in there. You know what I'm saying? Here a few in there, but um, nothing really. And I'm not necessarily saying that this got, that this individual got to be captivating and just, earth moving. But damn, you know what I'm saying? It's just like shit. Motherfuckers just out here doing it for a check or doing it for notoriety or doing it for popularity or do it to be with the in crowd or doing it because they got, you know what I'm saying, an issue that they might need resolved and motherfuckers can wash their hands and give them a little paper. And then they just keep us subdued and they keep us quiet and they keep us contempt, you know what I'm saying, with the little shit, and then go on about their business. You know what I'm saying? And then by that time we'd have been and forgot about it. But and that's crazy to me because I don't see how we forget about these things when this shit's constantly steady happening. Like, wow, why do our minds as the oppressed, like, why the fuck do we forget about fucked up shit so quickly when fucked up shit steady happens every day? That's the way they got us programmed. It's crazy. It's crazy. And we think every different situation is just like, no, it's the same. It's the same. He say, Brother Sean says, I don't get to be in hell with them. So no point for me. Yeah, I feel you. 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 I feel you, Brother Sean. He said, meaning I don't get to see the punishment. I feel you, Brother Sean. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said, I agree. 70s was the downfall. He said, anything else people can learn or wait for things. Feds, no love for the Fed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like, this shit is crazy, man. Y'all. And guess what, man? I like the fact that, and guess what? And I know a lot of y'all, a majority of the time, probably don't even agree with some of the craziness that I say, right? But the fact that y'all chime in, y'all tune in, and we take the time out to understand and try to figure this thing out together. You know what I'm saying? They say we just so desensitized. I don't think we should. I actually talked about this, brother D. I don't think we desensitized because, like I said, because matter of fact, when we did, because I spoke on this and I said, I was speaking about a lot of the shit that that I went through and the things that I did, and I said even to this day, I ain't desensitized to this shit, and I don't think the youth, because again, we would say the youth. Listen, I'm not saying that the we are not desensitized because yes, I do believe that a lot of this shit happens so much to the point where it's just normal and it's introduced as our new norm. But it's a lot of us that don't want this shit to happen. And it's a lot of other people that's doing this shit. Like I said earlier, I guarantee you some of them brothers go back and sit back and think about, well, damn, maybe if I hadn't did this, my homie would still be here. Damn, maybe if we hadn't did this, you know what I'm saying? This wouldn't be like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, cause bro, I know for a fact a lot of these little motherfuckers around here, they was friends. They was homies. For whatever reason, started whatever. Even through being what we then made popular as known as the opposition. Even with that being known, motherfuckers was friends. It was hanging out. It was cool. But then for whatever reason, because when shit happened in the streets or death happened in the street, sometimes, bro, motherfuckers don't know who did it. But then when that word get to spitting around and people get to talking and shit just like motherfuckers just don't know what be going on. And not everybody into I'm telling you, man, that's how this shit go. It's sad. How I go. Say Derek, 50% that and 50% distracted. Yeah. Yeah. He say my guy 100, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, shouldn't exist. Facts. He said when you're young, you don't think that until you get older. That's true. That's true. A lot of times, when you're young, you don't think like that until you share. But guess what? A lot of these older folks don't think like that neither, D. You know what I'm saying? Because they the ones sitting the young folks off. And it'd be crazy. I see it. Listen, I know a bro. He don't participate in activities, right? Well, I guess this would be participating. But he'll drive him around and do it's crazy. Oh man, I don't do that no more. But I'll take him, I'll drive him around. Like, come on, man. That's still assisting and aiding in the bed until, you know what I'm saying? You older now. You should be telling them, no, this ain't what you should be doing. Not assisting them I know people like this. Older people. It's sad. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. And that's what it's coming to. They say sports are a distraction. I mean, I don't think sports are a distraction. My 60-year-old uncle just got arrested for slanging. Now some don't learn. God damn, 60, bro. He say, hey, that's the ones that stuck. that struck. I mean, what'd you say? Struck or stuck? Stuck. Let's say stuck. Yeah. The way we give sports to our kids, or the way we try to influence our kids with sports, Uncle P, I can see that the way we give them, the way we facilitate sports to our kids in some factors. I know you meant stuck, Brother D. That could be a distraction, but having a coherent individual, a parent that's focused, and you don't have to be because again, like I always say, there ain't no handbook to this shit. But a parent that's because even if you own your shit, bro, sometimes kids just fall through the cracks. But we not gonna say but when you're a parent that's on it, and you focus, and you teaching your child, and you letting them know this, that, and the third. Usually, you know what I'm saying, sometimes the kid be, you know what I'm saying, be all right. You know what I'm saying? But we take the sports and oh man, this has got to be our way out. And then we put so much pressure on our kids with the sports. You know what I'm saying? So when that pressure can be a distraction, because I want my son to know, fuck football, fuck college, fuck D1, fuck trying to do this. Because guess what? Because if and I don't want to speak these things into existence, but anything can happen, bro. Or you could just change your mind and decide you don't want to do this no more. So you need to figure out something outside of this that we need to figure out how, what I'm saying, it's going to bring us some residual income. Find out a major, find something you like, let's stick to it, let's work with it, and let's get it done. You know what I'm saying? Now, the sports things, if you want to do it, let's work hard. We're going to use it as an instrument, as a tool to get an education or a miseducation. And then we're going to get re-educated, and then we're going to figure this shit out together. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a process of you sending your kids to college and it's over. You know what I'm saying? That's not the process. The process ain't to get them out of high school, and then you think your job is over when they get in college, and then when they graduate college, you think your job is done. No, your job. Listen, actually, I like to tell a lot of people this, that your job as from raising your child begins after the high school and college part, because now that's when everything that you thought that you instilled in that small person, now you want to see it apply those applications into its own experiences, and really see now, because then you were guiding his or her experiences. Now you want to see the things that you instill in that individual. Let's see how they use what you give them to guide through. And guess what? You're always going to be the fallback person. You're always going to be the person that they call for advice. You're always going to be that mentor, no matter what. Especially if you're a parent that's in your child's life. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the great things of parenthood, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's a cool little mission. You know what I'm saying? That's a cool little mission. You know what I'm saying? Uncle P said spectators of modern day Coliseum. Yeah, that's true. I said kids and non he said kids and non I'm sorry, kids and non-collegiate, no. But the idea of team versus a team. What the idea of a team versus team B? It's an age old tool to divide. Um, I don't know, man. You gotta have competition, man. Gotta have some type of camaraderie, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I don't know. But as long as there's camaraderie, then it is okay. Then it is constructive. But see, but that's what I'm saying. We have to be the ones that's there. Again, like I said, you know, uh, that's why I stated, okay, well, at first I'm like, distraction, but I had to tackle it from that angle. Well, the pressure, and think about the way that we matriculate sports on our kids versus other cultures. And I'm not saying other cultures don't do it. Again, I'm only talking about our experience and the things that I see and what I know. That pressure, Miss Kimber is in the building. What's going on, beautiful? That pressure, um, it can be a hell of a distraction if you're not, like I say, right there every step of the way. You know what I'm saying? Making sure it is what it is. Miss Kimber says adult parenting is real. It never stops. LOL. He said my job ends when I pass. Until then, I'm their anchor. I am their path. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts, y'all. I like y'all tonight, man. Y'all in the building tonight, man. Y'all so positive and inspirational and just, you know what I'm saying, tonight, man, on this wild ass Wednesday. Oh shit, man. What you say, Brother Shine said sports is inherently socialist. It's not even communist. Right, because because it's about, you know what I'm saying, promoting, teamwork and camaraderie and competition and good sportsmanship, if you want to look at it that way. Hey, I got another wild ass story, y'all. You say I never got my ticket. When is the concert? The Sammy concert is on the 25th of this month, Miss Kimber. It's on the 25th of this month. I got to get a brother your information, so I'm gonna need your name, your number, shit like that. Probably email, so I get it to him. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. After yesterday's fiasco, you know what I'm saying. We still smooth, but I don't think he that type of nigga. You feel me? Hopefully not. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah. A matter of fact, when after the show, I'm gonna text him everything that I gotta give him. So y'all can get them tickets. You feel me? he said, damn, we out here shaking ass. Let me know. He said that. Oh man, damn, Miss Kimberly, when you here yesterday? You was here yesterday. What you fell off? Into the show, man. Q ass came on bugging and tripping, man. I let him, realign my chakras and shit. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? I be trying to do this shit pure and raw with raw energy. You know what I'm saying? I think I supersede the coppers and the crystal because you know what I'm saying I am and I do encompass and envelop and envelop all minerals and natural resources of the universe. You feel me? So I tend not to keep that shit on me. You know what I'm saying? I try to fight and combat things with raw energy. And sometimes, by me not being, all the way Zen master, sometimes that should be, you know what I'm talking about? She said, you put the cables on them, Ella. Oh, come on, I put the cable. Whoa, y'all see this shit? Y'all see this shit? He said, I like that response, Beardy. Thank you, brother. See, I guess that's why so back to this, y'all, before I get into this story, man. Why everybody you with the slick talking, man? Why I gotta be a slick talker? Why it's got to be a case of word semantics and this, that, and the third? I never get into that. I don't really get into the wordplay. If you gonna say some shit, say what you mean. And if I know if we having a general conversation and we really having a conversation where we really talking and we trying to understand, we sometimes you have to be technical because I really want to know and I really want to understand so this shit won't go the wrong way. Because obviously, guess what? It's already going the wrong way from a lack of understanding. But why? I don't think I'm a slick talking Negro. I think I speak well. Um, I think I'm able to articulate what I need to say to individuals on any level or plateau of understanding scholastically, if we in the streets or if we in between, or you know what I'm saying, whatever realm, we step in, or that I step in, I know that I'm able to articulate and get my point across, you know what I'm saying, very well. Due to the fact that I like to do a lot of just off the wall ass studying and reading and just experimentations on my own, right? But motherfucker be like, you just a slick talk. I ain't slick talk. Even master teacher, man, my own brother, man, ain't nobody slick talking, man. Y'all motherfucker be like, listen, a lot of men, bro, and I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Motherfucker just like to hear they self talk, bro. Especially when a motherfucker think they getting attacked, or they feel like a motherfucker against them and ain't on their side. And all it is just, brother, I'm trying to hear you. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm asking you a question, but you responded with this, you know what I'm saying, with what you giving me. Like, well, how else am I supposed to respond back to you? Damn, because this way, what I'm doing now, y'all not receiving it. But then when I act like a goddamn jackass, like you acting a jackass, oh no, look out, he's a thug, and I told you, gotta get the fuck, you slick talking Negro. What do you mean? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I just don't understand. Don't understand. Felicia stirred the pot. Yeah, she stirred the pot. Ain't she? No, go tell us yeah, go tell her. It was good. Someone I'll put the cables on him, man. He say slick is in the mind of the accuser. Maybe. Well, Felicia, yeah, ain't she though? He said, I only speak abonics. I'm intellectually challenged. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? You was able to type the word intellectually out in the chat, brother D. So, now, if you prefer to speak that way, in that diction and that tone, that's okay. I understand that, because that's also a form of expression, right? And sometimes, that's why I always, excuse my language or excuse myself when I use the N word, or when I do say certain profane things, because I do know that a lot of times you brothers and sisters don't want to hear that all the time coming out of somebody's mouth, especially when we try to enjoy ourselves, and especially when we just having real good conversation and discussion, like how we going back and forth with the chat. Like when we really into it, or especially when panelists up, man, don't nobody want to hear a bunch of that. I hate when I go over the channels and everybody's over talking and yelling and cussing and fuck. No, man, we ain't got time for that, bro. We too grown. We trying to grow. Good energy. I'm trying to build a platform where people come and we actually benefit and gain something out this shit. Not just come sitting up here every Monday to damn Thursday for 2 hours just listening to me talk. I'm talking about we need to be gaining and building and guess what? Showing each other how to get resources. So goddamn it, we can all link up just in case this shit go bad, because we know what we know. Facts. I don't give a fuck if you're yellow, orange, green, blue, purple, pink, tan. We'll figure that shit out later. Because everybody this color ain't gonna make it neither. You feel me? It's facts. But sometimes, man, I don't know about people. He said he didn't want to hear. Yes, yeah, man. Sometimes people just, why the motherfuckers think, oh, English any different than anybody say. It is. It is. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm green. Hey, man, shit, I'm orange sometimes. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's all, man. And then, and we throw that men and reality, and when we talking shit, like, no, man, because the way y'all doing shit, that's why a lot of this bullshit happens. See, like how I just read about, like the ATO just killed this 47-year-old father. Like, we don't know exactly what happened, right? But I bet you wasn't no effective communication involved in none of that shit. I guarantee you that. From the mother, the father, or the child. And I blame both the adults. And I'm not going to sit here and say, it was his fault that he was unalive by his 18-year-old son, because I don't think it should have escalated that far, period. You know what I'm saying? But now, again, I don't know if he brought the gun, but they say the man had the gun in his hand. But again, that's the story that he's telling. You know what I'm saying? And then they didn't specify if it was the same gun that his father was holding, because the article didn't say 2 guns were found at the scene. It only said that the one. You see what I'm saying? So should be crazy. He say nah, funny. I see men getting all hypey, then women and children follow suit. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's facts. Again, life takes an anchor. We all boats afloat. Yeah, yeah. And I gotta do a better job of, you know what I'm saying, staying the course. And once my coordinates are locked in, I got to do a better job of keeping those coordinates and staying the course and not letting the waves and shit, turn me around unless I'm into too rough a terrain. You know what I'm saying? And also having the understanding and the discernment to know when the terrains are too rough and when I do need to turn my ass around. You feel me? So I'm working on that and I'm getting better at that. Yesterday was a case of the terrains wasn't rough, but I should have steered my course and guess what? See, signs and symbols, right? I'm a follower, an avid believer, and a practitioner of signs and symbols, and I didn't heed the sign and symbol. So again, a great friend of mine told me, you know what I'm saying? Listen, when you and not only him, but I heard this plenty of this part I heard plenty of places. When everything's going good, you get the praises. When everything's going bad, you get that too. But guess what? Who controls this thing that you got going on? Who controls your reality? You. So, since I control my reality, now this is my friend part. Since I control my reality, I have to create a win-win situation. And even if I create a win-lose situation, the lose situation will have to be on me, but I still will come out the victor because I created the situation and I didn't take heed to the signs and symbol because he stated, man, I don't want to get into no argument with your ass. But me steady tried to push the issue of a resolution at that time caused and triggered the effect that trickled down. You feel me? So again, I do know how to take listen. I take full responsibility for a lot of shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, for a lot of shit. Yeah, for a lot of shit, man. It's a learning process. You know, in order to be great, you got to fuck up sometimes. You feel me? In order to be great, you got to mess up sometime. That's all it is. That's what it is. Hey. But it's wild as Wednesday. We in the building, man. Big ups to everybody that's in the building tonight, man. Hit that like button. Don't forget to share the stream. Hit that like button. Don't forget to share the stream.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Like he said, hey, and support the stream as well, man. You guys have to support the stream as well. She said, I had my first date in 8 months, and it was not. Oh, shit, man. Where you go, Miss Kimber? Where you go? Where you go? She said her first date in 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Where he take you to? What happened? Let us hear the details. You know what I'm saying? Let us hear the details. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this wild ass Wednesday shit. She say date 8 months. But while she typing them details, man. Listen, y'all. I've been screaming this, right? I've been saying check on the elderly. I've been telling everybody to make sure they stay cool. Make sure your fans work, your ACs, your damn what they call it, your central air and all that, right? I've been telling y'all not to leave your damn babies and your dogs in the car, right? Child dies after being left in a hot car by mother who went to get her lip filler, police say. Wild little motherfucker. You leave your baby in the car. Let me tell y'all something, man. It's like in Chicago, bro. It's usually like you get a hot couple of days or a hot week, feel me? Then you get whopped the bam. You know what I'm saying? It switch up. Ever since it's been hot, I ain't really seen the day under 90 around this motherfucker. You feel me? So I can only imagine the heat in other places that's already hot. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what is happening, where this took place at. But again, like this is like, and I've been saying this shit for the longest. Like, come on, man. We got to do better, bro. Why the fuck are we leaving kids in the car? Why are we leaving our animals in the car? Come on, bro. Babies at that. Anything under motherfucking fuck that. You shouldn't even leave a 10-year-old in a damn car. Come on, man. You left a how do we not know what the fuck is going on today, y'all? I'm not talking. I mean, as parents, as individuals, with the shit that we do, man. How do we not know this? Brother D say Texas heat hit different. Uncle P says I believe we um, all have our moments of regret throughout life. Nobody's perfect. I understand that, Uncle P, but come on, Uncle P. We got Uncle P. We gotta do better. That's some bull. Come on, Uncle P. Uncle P to go get some lip filler. That ain't no. I guess you can call it regret. I guess we went to McCormick and Smith's. Oh, okay, steakhouse type shit. You feel me? And went to the arcade lounge. It was fun, competitive, and authentic vibes. Nice brother. Okay, McCormick and Smith arcade lounge up north and shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, what y'all eat? What he get? What you get? You feel me? And yeah. What you get to eat? What he get to eat? And where you meet the brother from? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Trifling parenting. They need to be under the jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, punish not removed, huh? Sean, punish not removed. So a 1-year-old is dead after being left in a hot car for hours while his mother underwent a cosmetic procedure. Police said. Maya Hernandez, 20, is facing charges of involuntary manslaughter and child cruelty after allegedly leaving her 2 sons, Emilio Gutierrez, 1, and his 2-year-old brother, locked inside a parked car as temperature soared to 101 degrees in Bakersfield, California on June 29th. It was already hot in Cali. So according to police, Hernandez had called a local med spa earlier that morning to ask whether she could bring her children inside. A staff member told her, sure. If you don't mind them waiting in the waiting room, hon, according to local ABC affiliate. Instead of bringing them inside, authorities said Hernandez left both boys strapped. Oh my goodness! Now, mind you, they're 1 and 2, and it depends because some kids can get out the damn that's but some kids can't. So 1 and 2, strapped into their car seats with the vehicle locked while she filled out paperwork and underwent a lip filler procedure. Didn't even crack the windows to let the windows down or none of that shit. And then why didn't you bring the boys in? Like if you were just filling out the paperwork, at least, and I'm not trying to listen, bring them in, fill out the paperwork, wait, when they call you, you could have ran their ass back out to the car. Like, I'm not saying that's what she should have done, but god damn, bro, you left them in the car that whole time. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me, man. Then it was 2 kids. It was 2 kids. But I guess only one of them died. Brother D says you can fry an egg and bake cookies outside in this heat. So I can imagine leaving kids in the car. Bags. The fuck no, hell no. Again, attack on a kid, bro. This is just crazy, bro. And then she 20 years old, y'all. She 20 years old with 2 kids, 1 years old and 2 years old. So she'll fucking baby herself. You feel me? She'll baby herself. The baby herself. Baby herself. And fucking lips look ridiculous. Fuck. Look ridiculous. Though the procedure itself reportedly lasted only 15 to 20 minutes, employees told police that the spa was busy that day and Hernandez was away from her car for about 2.5 hours. She reportedly never checked on her children during this time. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? No, she went and got lip fillers. You know what I'm saying? She went and got lip fillers. You know what I'm saying? So medical procedure, man. They pump shit up in your lips, man, to make them full. And she left her kids out there, while she was filling out the paperwork. And then, like they say, the spa was busy. So she was in there for, even though the procedure was only 15 to 20 minutes, but she was in there 2.5 hours because I'm pretty sure it was a line and she had to wait. And like I said, again, while you was filling out the paperwork and waiting, you could have had the kids in there with you. And then when they called, you could have took the kids back out to the car. Not saying that was the right thing to do either. But again, they said they had a fucking waiting room. Why didn't you just bring your kids inside and put them in the waiting room? It was AC. Like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? So what, you embarrassed because you got your kids with you? You should be embarrassed because you want to put this shit in your lips in the first place. The fuck? Come on, man. That's what, man. He said, how do you leave a kid in the car? That's not an excuse. I had 3 kids by that age. I never left them in the car. I never did that neither. I never did that neither though. I don't know, man. But then, like, remember when we read the story about old boy, man, in Georgia that left the kids in the McDonald's? At least this motherfucker, look, y'all, at least he left the motherfucker, whatever he was doing, you feel me, and came to check on the damn kids. At least he did that. We come to find out there was some other shit going on, but at least he did that. And they say, man, they got no damn compassion. And they say, I ain't gonna do that. But at least he did that. She 20 years old, man, was in there for 2.5 hours and didn't come out at all. That ain't even careless. Like, did you even want, like, what the fuck? So when Hernandez returned to the car around 4:30 p.m., she found Armelio foaming at the mouth and suffering what appeared to be a seizure. Employees at the med spa rushed outside to help bring the older child inside to cool him with water. Emilio, whose body temperature reached 107 degrees, was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead at 5:48 p.m. His brother survived and was placed in child protective custody. Of course, that's what happened. Hernandez later told officers she believed that the boys would be safe because she left the air conditioning running. What? That's a lie. Because if she locked the doors, bro, that means she had to take the fucking keys. You know, and in order for the air conditioner to be running, the keys would still have to be in the ignition. So that's a fucking lie, bro. You just lied. You just lied. You know what I'm saying? However, her 2022 Corolla hybrid is equipped with automatic shutoff feature that turns the engine off after 1 hour, according to an expert cited in the criminal complaint obtained by law. Okay, so I guess if you got that button thing and if you close, okay. But yeah, but it do your car. And yeah, she should know that. All cars, most of the cars got that. If it's idle and if it's not moving, you know what I'm saying. Most cars do that. That got that push button start shit. So by the time the officers arrived at 4:45 p.m., the interior of the car was warm. Police estimate the children were left without air conditioning for at least 90 minutes, an hour and a half. The boy's grandmother, Katie Martinez, is heartbroken. They were strapped in in their car seats. They couldn't even get up to save themselves, she told ABC7. She literally locked them in their car seats and shut their door. The criminal complaint states that when Hernandez was informed of her son's death, she admitted that she knew it was irresponsible to leave the kids in the car and thought about it when she got out of the car, but had no justification as to why she left them anyway. Because she wasn't thinking, she was thinking about herself. Despite the charges, Martinez described her daughter as a loving mother. And I'm not saying that this was a case of this woman not loving her kids and I didn't give a fuck about her kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and say that. But careless, yes. Mindless, yes. Selfish as hell, yes. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't like that. She was a really loving mother. She said these boys loved her. They relied on her. The GoFundMe page notes that the boy's father is currently incarcerated. He learned of Emilio's death from a jail chaplain the following day, according to KFSN. A vigil was held Sunday at a local park in Emilio's memory. Hernandez remains in custody on more than $1 million bail. She is scheduled to appear in court on July 14th. Yeah, she ain't getting out. She ain't getting out. Being a daddy in jail. Oh man. My question is, Brother Sean says, my question is, how did the young lady survive to 20? Did she not learn? Because I got some mother, somebody took care. I don't know, man. I don't know. He said, I give a fuck. An hour in the car? Yeah, that's crazy. Hour and a half. With 2 hours, they say. The poor choice ruined the family indefinitely. Yeah, that's facts. She's Mexican. She's going to jail. Oh my God. I say she's Casey Anthony. She would be free to live her life. If she was Casey Anthony. You say she was the white girl. You stupid, man. Derek 100. Y'all is crazy, man. Don't y'all try to say if she was the white girl, she wouldn't be going to jail. If she lived, if she loved them that much, she wouldn't have left them in a hot ass car. You can feel that shit. It's not right. It's not the right move. Let me tell you something, man. That's facts, y'all. Every morning, man, when I get off that bus to go to work, man, it's a walk for me to get to work, right? That sun beaming. You hear me? So imagine being a 1 and 2 year old. And even if you do got a cup with some water, you know that little ass cup, you didn't about drunk that water first 15, 20, 30 minutes of being in that motherfucker. So you dehydrated. You ain't got nothing to drink. You in a metal car. Don't let it be leather seats. But then you strap down to a car seat and y'all can't really move and get around and do nothing. Then the sun shining and coming in through the windows. And you mean to tell me as a mama, knowing that your 2 kids is out in this fucking car and you in this place for 2.5 hours, and you mean to tell me not one time did you go out there and check on these fucking kids? Not one time did you carry yourself outside to see if your kids were okay, bro? Not one time? Not once. That's insane. You can't get no more selfish than that, man. I want to use some other words so bad, but I'm gonna hold it back. You can't get no selfish than that, man. That's ridiculous, man. 1 and 2, man. And luckily, it was just the one child. All praises due to the universe that it was just the one child. Makes me think of sensitivity training for cops and prison guards. You cannot teach the value of human life. That's facts, man. That's facts. It's either understood or it's not. And a lot of times, man, and I hate prison guards and them CEOs, bro. Even when you go down there to visit or when you paying people bond, man, even though you're not the person that's incarcerated, well, they try to treat you like shit. They try to treat you like shit. And it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Miss Kimber says, so many mothers losing their sons. My God, prayers for the family. Yeah, man. So condolences and RP, man, for both families, for both members of the families that already had these tragic events. It's a lot. It's a lot. A society that doesn't value life is doomed. Yeah, man. Let's give a moment of silence for that 1-year-old boy, man, and the guy who was killed by his 18-year-old son. And it's just, and just all of just things that didn't happen and transpired, you know what I'm saying? Peace, 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 peace. Yeah, man, it's a lot. But that was just a selfless act. And this young lady, man, got to get it together. 20 years old. 20 years old. We got another sad story, man. A Mexican boxer found dead in his hotel room hours after losing a fight. Mexican boxer Pedro Antonio Rodriguez Barcenas, 15, 23, and 3 and 7 knockouts, was sadly found dead in a hotel room early Sunday morning, July 6, 2025, just hours after losing his latest fight. Known as Tony Rodriguez was defeated by was defeated on points 3-0 prospect Philip Vela on Saturday night, July 5th in Phoenix. Rodriguez, born in Durango, Mexico, fought in Phoenix, Arizona over the weekend at the American Royal Palace. The clash, titled The Brawl in the Barrio, was commissioned at Arizona Boxing and MMA Commission and organized by Del Sol Boxing Promotions. The 37-year-old was defeated 60-54 over 6 rounds at super bantamweight by unbeaten prospect known as Sin City Sicilian. Rodriguez had returned to his hotel room after the fight with plans to go out for dinner with the other fighters on the card. However, he never made it to the hotel lobby to meet his mates. He was discovered on Sunday morning when the hotel staff entered his room in the early hours after he was absent when his transport arrived to take him to the airport. Police are investigating his death as there are currently no immediate connection to his fight or any pre-existing medical conditions. Carla Valenzuela, the late boxer's wife, bravely released this statement. He called me when the fight ended, even when the show was over, and he left and he left for the hotel. He talked to me. He made a video call. He told me that he was going out to buy dinner and that he was coming back because at 3:30 a.m. in the morning they were going to pick him up and take him to the airport. That was the only thing I talked to him about. I don't know what happened. I don't know what really happened. Some kind of blow. I am confused. Why did they use that word? We have to wait until tomorrow to see what the report says. His opponent honorably left a touching tribute to his opponent. Truly heartbreaking to find out the news. He posted on Instagram, thankfully to have shared the ring with Pedro for 6 rounds. My thought and prayers goes out to his family. Rest easy, champion. The Also Boxing Promotion also paid their respects to Rodriguez, posting his heartfelt message. The Del Soul Boxing family is heartbreaking at the death of Pedro's Antonio Rodriguez. Our hearts and our thoughts are with his loved ones. Out of respect for his family, please join us and waiting for local authorities to complete their work in the investigation. I don't want to say he went back to the hotel room, man, and you know what I'm saying, did whatever the hell he did before, you know what I'm talking about, before going out and maybe did it too much, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you heard this? You know what I'm saying? You heard this? Yeah, man, that's crazy. He say boxing is a violent sport. All right, people see, but I don't think he say Vegas been foul. Oh, here y'all go. Vegan joke. um yeah, because vegan is foul. Ugh, nasty. Listen, until the autopsy comes out, I'm not gonna say that his injuries were sustained from the actual boxing match. I'm not going to say that maybe, once he got back in the hotel room, you know what I'm saying, he did, you know what I'm talking about, some other extracurricular activities that may have, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? But in any event, it's tragic. In any event, I hope the autopsy is truthful and it really comes out. But again, like Shiny Akolo would say, man, this shit happened in Vegas, and Vegas is foul. So we don't know, man. There might be some cover-ups. It might be all type of shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Um, Uncle P drug overdose. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't wanna say it was a drug overdose, and I don't want to say it was necessarily, you know what I'm saying, from the fight. But again, they said he didn't have any pre-existing medical conditions or whatever the case may be. But we do know after boxing matches, man, shit can go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Shit can go wrong. Like you taking blows to the head, like you just went 6 rounds. That's just shit can go wrong. You know, or if it didn't go wrong, like I say, man, maybe you wanted to celebrate a little bit earlier before you went out with the guys and shit. Maybe you overdid it. But if this autopsy comes out, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it comes out truthfully and it comes out with the information that his wife and his family need, you know what I'm saying, to put this to rest. So, yeah, man, that's crazy, man. That's some wild ass shit too. Like, man, after you lose the match, you go to the hotel room, you talk to your wife, you're supposed to be going out, and then you just don't show up? Crazy. You just don't show up at all? That's wild as hell. That's wild. Listen, whew. Mm. But 37, man, he should have been. I don't know if he should have been boxing, man. Everybody trying to be LeBron, shit. Everybody want to be 50 playing, you know what I'm saying, still doing their thing, man. But yeah, but again, like I say, man, we gotta wait for these autopsies to come out. We'll wait for the autopsy to come out. Oh shit, y'all, man, it's just wild ass Wednesday tonight for real. 17-year-old girl in Georgia turns herself in on murder charge months after calling 911 report finding her parents dead. Oh no. Me tell me this little girl done called. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. So this little girl, man, he killed the parents. Y'all, what the fuck, bro? What is going on? Now the little shorty that shot his, you know what I'm saying? That was a black dude. You feel me? Uh, we know what Pedro was. You feel me? Oh shit, man! This is crazy, man. This little white girl, man. Well, people see. That's why when I come on here, y'all. That's why I speak to the people. You know, sometimes I speak to just specifically my people, you know, from my experience, but I speak for people in general. We fucked up. And we so privileged and entitled. Our youth is so privileged and entitled. What makes her at 17 think that she can kill her parents, bro? This is insane. Police in Georgia arrested a 17-year-old girl in connection with the February murder of her parents. Murder of her popular church-going mother and stepfather. Sarah Grace Patrick turned herself in at the Carroll County Jail this week, months after she called 911 on February the 20th to report that her younger sister had found Kristen Brock, 36, and James Brock, 45, dead in their Tyus home. The teen, who had been tried as an adult, had been charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault. At the time of Brock's death, authorities said that the couple was found with gunshot wounds and found no signs of forced entry through one door and was left slightly open. We don't know what goes through the mind of a child who wants to harm their parents. I was just saying that. Ashley Hosley, a spokesperson for the Carroll County Sheriff's Office, said Tuesday at a news conference. She's 17. She's kind of been out on her own. She lived with different family members and moved all over the place. Our team has sifted through mountains of physical and digital evidence and collaborated with the FBI and GBI crime lab, Hosley added. A big takeaway from the story, a mother and stepfather will never be able to raise their children, Hosley said. I believe she's waiting on a heart transplant at some point and to have life cut short. What? Even though Sarah Grace Patrick facing charges, even with Sarah Grace Patrick facing charges, Halsey said investigators aren't ruling anything out in this case, and it could be possible that more arrests are made. Any information, no matter how small it may seem, could just be the key that cracks this case wide open. Fellow members of the Catalyst Church said that the Brocks were good-hearted and selfless members of the community. Christian was bubbly and fun. She loved hugs, and she never met a stranger member. Tasha Mesa told Fox Atlanta, Fox 5 Atlanta, and James was a comical kind of guy. He would always crack jokes and make you laugh. The Brocks are survived by their children and extended family, the out reports. So I don't know, man. They ain't really give away this evidence, so they ain't really saying what they got. But if they got the FBI and all this shit involved, they might have a dead to rights, bro. They might have a dead to rights. And like I say, man, I remember when we talked about the kids being, parents being kids' friends and shit like that. Do y'all think some of this shit stem and come from that? We always want to be the kid's friend, or we don't want our child, the last child, to act this way, so we try to be cool and cordial and be our child's friend, so they won't lash out. Just crazy, man. That's crazy. Man. It's wild shit that be happening, You say, hey, come on now, I'm 42 and I can do 3-minute rounds. You sure about that? I'm shy to go, Lord, old ass. He said society has lost the plot. Yeah, but you got to be in shape though. But I'm just saying, but at 37 though, man, a lot of times, man, that shit is over with. That's why I say, and then Shine, if you're not in shape, the older you get, man, shit, taking on punches will fuck you up. For real. For real. Wait till Dollar drop off the clip because it's covered. Oh shit! It already did dropped off. Indoctrination has real world side effects. Facts. Sean says Prometheus. Look up Abby Martin talking to the Israeli citizens. Your comment couldn't be more true. He said, "I'll check it out. I'm gonna check it out too." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check it out too. He say, "No, most have an antagonistic view towards their kids." Yeah, yeah. Yeah. See, but that's that ego of or that pressure of parenthood, I believe. And a lot of times, if you're growing up in a situation of a single parent household with just your mom, and you really don't know your daddy, or the relationship with your daddy ain't really that prevalent, or you know what I'm saying, that can fuck you up. Or even if you know what your daddy is, sometimes, bro, listen, let me tell you something. Just because you live with your mom and then your daddy see you go, that ain't always the best thing for no fucking child neither. Cause now you live in two different lives. You conforming to over here, now you conforming to over there. What you can do over here, you can't do over there. What you can do over there, you can't do over here. You know how confusing it is to a child? That's not family structure. Now listen, for those that can co-parent, because ain't nothing perfect and shit happens. But for those that could co-parent, I'm glad people can do that. But I listen, I say people that got babies, man, if y'all together, y'all shouldn't listen. You shouldn't be going nowhere at least to them child 16. It should be a law, or 18. It should be a mandated law for that. If you have a baby with a chick, you can't go nowhere for 18 years. I mean, I'm just saying, man, you know. Because with all these statistics that said when the father's around, they do better. Shit, make them stay around. They despise them for taking their youth. Yeah. Yeah. He said, let's fucking go creating chameleons. Yeah. 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 You know what I'm saying? This is the way. But listen, let me tell you something, man. I know these be like just few little instances. And then of course we might know, what I'm saying, a few other little bullshits that go on and that happen, y'all. But I know this is just a small piece of humanity and disruption. Well, it's just a small piece of disruption inside of humanity. I think we can overcome and do a hell of a lot better, man. Again, having these conversations and having these type of forums again, where it ain't just malicious and undervalued energy. You know what I'm saying? Being represented and presented. Hey, big ups to Vonta Black. Hey, Vonna, you see that? Hey, big shout outs to Uncle P for gifting Vonna a membership. What's going on, Vonna? Uncle P. There go Vonna, man. You gifted her a membership last night. Blessings be in the conversation in the chat. Blessings to you too, Queen. Blessings, blessings, blessings. He says these theories are outdated. What theories are outdated? Let's talk about it. Talk about it. What theories are outdated? What you mean? What theories are outdated, Miss Campbell? What's outdated? She said, "Wow, thank you so much." No problem, no problem, no problem, man. No problem, no problem, man. I got some of the best moderators over here, man. Gifting out memberships. You know what I'm talking about? Miss Campbell, what theory? It's outdated. Talk to us. Talk to us. Talk to us. She says you rock Prometheus. Because listen, because I don't know what else to say. Because we can only push effective communication for so long, and motherfuckers ain't doing it. It just ain't gonna happen. Sean says the reason the triangle is saluted in most cultures is because it takes two bases to support the top, aka parent-kids ratio. Reason it takes a village theory exists. I rescind my statement. I don't even care for real anymore. Oh shit! Oh, you ain't shit, Miss Felicia. She said, "I don't even care for real anymore." And it get to the point where we get people like that. We don't even give a fuck about the shit that go on, and that's understandable as well because it's like you get tired of this shit steady happening. You know what I'm saying? We got, and then a lot of times, like I say, man, we got these spaces or we do these things to push and put things back into the community, especially this positive energy that we always talking about. But shit, man, it's hard to even get us to take advantage of a lot of this shit. You think somebody wanna come over here and listen to us for 2 hours, not act no damn fool, and talk about reading these articles and talking about the things and the solutions that we could be doing to try to fix these problems or to get people these help, so this shit can stop? Nah, man, motherfucker don't care. Don't care. They ready to pull their phones out and get on social media and show the bullshit or show you know what I'm saying, and show the deconstruction of everybody's life and shit. That's just what it is nowadays. What it is nowadays. Hey, Shiny, a call, Lord, man. Like, that was going. This said, Felicia, can we discuss this in hypothetical? Then I love talking. If not, he says, I'm a little late to the conversation. Sounds like it got deep. It's always deep. We like to have a little fun, but we always try to have great intellectual discourse on Monday through Thursday, man. Do our regular publications, man. I like to tackle a lot of community things, and I really like to attack things on a deep level, because like I said, a lot of times we talk about shit on the surface, and then sometimes we might crack the crust, but it's the core of issues and things that we don't necessarily get down to. Even within myself, or issues that I might have with people that come on the channel, like I say, and, and like I said, I still extend my hand out, brother, if you want to come on and have a conversation. Even if, like I said, if I got to just sit here and listen, because I think it's some deep rooted hurt that's inside of that. But again, just the trauma and the things that we suffer and the things that we go through. Ms. Vonta, I just read about a 20-year-old young lady who left her two kids in the car. One was 1 and one was 2. The 1-year-old was unalive. The very first story that I read, mother and her 18-year-old son was coming to pick up the little brother from the father's house. The mother got evicted, so the father was taking care of the kids. They was coming to get the little brother, and then an argument ensued, and then it got physical. The son said that the daddy grabbed him out of collar, had a gun in his hand, and forced him here and there. The next thing you know, the son shot the father. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just it's just a lot of madness, man. It's just a lot of madness. A lot of madness. He said, Sean says, this got to the life deep. It's just a view from the outside down. This herb got me in my zone. Hey, man, yeah, I got to get up to Washington State, man. Hey, speaking of that, man, support your local weed man and big up to your real local weed man, especially if you got them good Scooby snacks, man. Support your local weed man. Local cafe bodega, 27th to 22nd Estate, man. Big shout out to Demond Duchamp, man. That's his homeboy. It's right next to Reggie's. Big shout out to Reggie's, man. They got some fire wings, you know what I'm saying? Up there, man. 25. I don't even know if they still got the 25-cent wing night, but I know they wings are still fire. You know what I'm saying? If y'all in Chicago, check them out. You know what I'm talking about? She said, sweet. Yeah, man. Hey, partaking, man. Listen, Scooby Snacks, man. Sometimes, hey, you know what? Maybe that's what the world need more of. Maybe the world need more of them Scooby Snacks in their life, man. Because listen, all them other damn drugs, either they killing us, either they got us acting a goddamn fool. or going crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need more Scooby snacks. I think we need more Scooby. I think that'll help heal the world. Don't get on my Michael Jackson shit. Make it a better place. I go, y'all, for me and for you and the entire human race. There are people dying. You know what I'm saying? Shit. What Molly say? She say, you know it, man. Yeah, man. Miss Kimmer says, I'm just all action. I care, but as a verb, that's all. I contribute, show up, etc. on my community days. Strangers show up to help nobody I knew. I'm saying, oh, Miss Kim, I know what you meant when you said that. I knew what you meant when you said it. I knew what you meant when you said it. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted you to elaborate on it so we could just, say talk about it. But I knew what you meant when you said it. I was, I ain't mad at you for it. Shit, hell, I feel like that sometimes. I feel like no matter what we do, no matter how much we try to get our people in our community to fight, no matter how much I get up here and preach and talk about, picking up the hammer, picking up the nails, and picking up the wood and picking up the steel, and let's start, rebuilding our communities and getting them back to where they need to be. No matter how much I talk about, shout out to USPAP, United States Pan-African Melanated Political Party. I know people don't like Pan-Africanism. I know people don't like the word melanated. You know what I'm saying? I know people might not agree with the United States. Like, bro, you're in the United States. You're melanated, and we need a political party. And if we want to have a fucking successful economy, I believe some of the Pan-African principles are a necessity. These are not. That's not a religion. That's just an economical a system of development. And guess what? And if you don't want to use that, come on over here, man. Let's see how that shit works, and let's build it from scratch. You know, I say let's all the indoctrinations, like Uncle P said earlier, indoctrinations. We follow so many indoctrinations that we don't even know who we are no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we ever figure out who the fuck we are because we follow so many other indoctrinations. We got to uncover and climb through and we get the story from man, listen. Let that shit alone. Let it go. Let it be over there. Let's start anew. Let's start fresh. I encourage people to go get these passports. Let's get these passports. Let's go to the UN. Let's tell the UN we finna sit down. We finna take this. Listen, even with the government systems that we got, we put all in vote all these motherfuckers in these offices and they do turn around and don't give us nothing that we want. No, it shouldn't be that way. The fucking preamble, the very first thing in the we the people, in order to form a more perfect union and establish da 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 da. That shit about the people. This shit ain't about the people no more. That shit is about that bullshit ass, invisible ass dollar that's only worth 17 to 30 cents now. There ain't nothing wrong with that because if you want to be a capitalist, guess what? That's why I always tell people to have a plan. I encourage people to get the LLCs. I encourage people to, check into life insurance policies. Listen, guess what? If you can't, and stop being fucking selfish. If you can't achieve your goals right now, start working towards achieving the goals for the people that you didn't had and that's behind you via your children. If you can't attain goals for yourself to make yourself this so-called rich or man, listen, now you to work for the next motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I think this one shit, bro, about this guy. Just like how I was saying, how we all should come together and get a fucking start an investment group. He say, man, I tell everybody in my family, man, y'all spend all this bullshit, right? Sit everybody down, mother, father, sister, brother, all the kids, everybody that could work. Listen, give me your money. We gonna put your money into this account. We gonna save up enough money so that each month we can fix one person's credit until everybody that's in this fucking house credit is fixed. Once everybody in this house credit is fixed, we're going to go get LLCs. Everybody is going to get a different LLC. We're going to research the certain codes that we need to use and that we shouldn't use in order of when obtaining LLCs. So when we try to get websites and phone numbers and get put in the Google Doc, that we won't get flagged or stricken because of certain codes, because certain people and certain businesses and certain lenders don't want to deal with you because of these certain codes. Like, these are things that we don't fucking know, bro. It's ways to start and get shit going. It's ways to start to get shit going. It is. As you should be, Miss Cameron. She say, bless your heart. We say workers party. That'll work too. He say management and owners need not apply. Facts. Felicia, I run a tool library where I live. That's yeah. Yeah. He say, you do, Sean, that's amazing. I brought some land and built a farm on the south side of Chicago. Are you in Chicago? Now he in the DC area. He in DC. He say, I rent tools all the time. See, Sean? See what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Give Miss Kimber a discount, but nah, you gotta ship them shit. Them shit, that's too far. Yeah, man, that's what Miss Kim. So listen, Miss Kimber, man, I've been trying to get her to come on and do a fucking presentation, man, on this agriculture. She actually has written a curriculum. You know what I'm saying? For y'all that don't know. You know what I'm saying? For my new Sean the Accord Lord. I know you new to the family, Uncle P. I know you new to the family. And saying y'all new to the family is crazy, but y'all new to the family. Miss Kimber been here, since the beginning. But yeah, Miss Kimber wrote an agricultural curriculum. You know what I'm saying? On how to produce, you know what I'm saying? Profit, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? She got a few lots. And she been real helpful towards me as well. Even though some of the shit, I guess I'm doing some shit wrong, but we're gonna get to that later. But yeah, man, yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the produce and things that she grow, on her land, she give it away. She give it away. She don't ask nothing for it. She give it away. She say, Felicia, yeah, I live in Washington State. I do $40 deposits, and all I ask is donate for repairs and training. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing you're doing too, Sean. You know what I'm saying? We're a community, man. We gotta do this together. He said, Felicia, he said, got my garden popping. You know what I'm saying? I ain't into that garden work. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do it a little bit, but I ain't into that. Well, I am. It depends on what I'm growing. You know what I'm saying? I'm biased. You know what I'm saying? I'm biased. It depends on what I'm growing. I'm always second guessing that I'm not doing enough to affect change. If I'm being honest with myself. Uncle P, guess what? Right now at this point, I don't even give a fuck. You shouldn't either. Because it's never going to be enough. You know what I'm saying, Uncle P? And I'm not saying that in a way of being dismissive. I'm saying that in a way of we never gonna be able to reach everybody. We never gonna be able to solve everybody's problem. We never gonna be able to do what we want to do. As far as helping everybody. You know what I'm saying? So when we affect and we reach and we do what we can for who we can, that's a beautiful thing. And that's all we should want. And that's all anybody can ask for. And guess what? You get people that's going to ask for more. You know what I'm saying? You get people that's going to want more. And it can either turn you off or it can either push you towards, doing more. But again, guess what? Like Roscoe would say if he was here, if ain't nobody told y'all today that they love you, man, we love you. He don't be in a conversation. You still have to love yourself, Uncle P. You can't drive yourself to the brink of, you know what I'm saying, exhaustion on account of, more needs to be done. All that means is that, listen, what Coach Ricky does out here for the kids, what Uncle P do when he feeding the veterans, what Miss Kimmer do with her garden and she gives away the free food, what Brother Sean the Accord Lord does when he rents out the tools and things like that. What I do with coming up on my platform, trying to bring positive energy and network and bring people and music people together and music artists together, and me out here coaching the kids in youth football, and me starting my non-profit organization for the youth, and us coming together and doing these things as a collective. You know what I'm saying? And telling each other what we're doing and bouncing ideas off each other and helping each other grow. Those are the things that's what count. That's what matter. You know what I'm saying? Uncle P, you do what you need to do, and that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Miss Kimber, you do what you need to do, and that's what you're doing. And sometimes, guess what? It's okay to be like, I don't care. It's okay to say that it's too much. It's okay to say, well, God damn it, let me take a step back. It's okay to feel like you want to give up sometimes. That's part of the game. That's part of it. If you gonna deal with it, shit, you ain't. You know? That's all. Ms. Fonda said, big respect to Bearded Conversation, and everyone in the chat. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All good hearts. Well, not all the time, you know. He said, Prometheus, you doing what you can and you need to do. Facts, man. Facts. He said, I understand your point. And I understand yours too, brother. I know exactly what you mean. He said, AP, fuck these people. It lowers your blood pressure. Let's give us through. She says, remember, Sean says, remember, life should be a 51% selfless act. If not, the universe will balance. And that's true. And that's true. He said, I did 6 years because of 3 years of foolishness. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? Even without being inside a penal institution, man, you know, some people do hard years of labor walking outside, Brother Sean. Some people do hard years of labor walking outside. Never been behind bars, but it's just like they behind bars. You know? Never been behind bars. But they might as well have been. Or they might as well be. You know? Listen, y'all. We didn't reach that time, man. Listen, man, we didn't reach that time. Do me a favor.
Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man. Like the video, man. Thumb up the video, man.
Listen, man, it's been a pleasure, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a pleasure chilling with y'all. Listen, man, it was just so peaceful, bro. It was peaceful tonight. Man, I'm glad everybody tuned in and came back. You know what I'm saying? And we had a beautiful discussion tonight. I think we outside of the craziness and the wild articles that I read, and the depths and the things that happened and the selfless acts that took place and that were displayed, and you know, the craziness. I think tonight was a good night. Again, I just want to send our condolences and the RIP to all the people of the articles that I read, the families of the article that I read. You know, of these crazy you know, events that took place. And for everybody out there, man, that may have lost a loved one or a family member or a friend, you know, anytime during this year, up into this time, man, listen, I just want to let y'all know, man, listen, stay cool. Make sure your fans working. Make sure your AC working. Make sure your central air working. Stay hydrated. Check on your elderly. Make sure we are not leaving our damn kids. Make sure we are not leaving our damn kids or our animals in the car. Come on, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. With that being said, man, y'all know what it is, man. Hey, I'm gonna leave y'all like how I came to you, man. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. Let's keep everyone in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. One last time, y'all. Let's keep everybody in our thoughts, our prayers, our views, and meditations. And don't forget those 5 key components of life that we all should be mastering, y'all. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration. And one more time for those in the back that was doing some shit when I was talking and y'all should have been doing it. That's love, peace, respect, motivation, and inspiration, y'all. And don't forget to E40 that thing and sprinkle a little support on top of that, y'all, because a little support go a long, 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 long way. And that's what we're about here on Bearded Conversation, man. I believe we're a family, man. Well, I know we're a family. We need to support each other, man. We need to look after each other, man. And we need to resonate that good energy out here in the world, man. Because without that, man, you know what I'm saying? Shit, what else do we got? You feel me? Hey, y'all know the saying, we all we got. So if we all we got, goddamn it, we got to take care of each other, man. With that being said, all superheroes don't wear capes, but they still need their theme music. So to all my superheroes, all my Beardonians, and all my beautiful people, man. Oh, I forgot. Big shout out to my co-host, Roscoe P, L Boogie, and my co-hosts with the mostest, even though we out the door, my little one, AJ, man. Peace and blessings to the chat. I love y'all, man. Like I tell y'all every night, without y'all, it wouldn't be no Bearded Conversation. Now, with that being said, Uncle P, what time is it, baby? And see, though, that was a long-ass drive home, brother.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a job. He won't even pay. Hard work and dedication. Ain't no judgment. We just having conversation. Ain't no need for fun. Give you an opinion, and then you do what you want. But we gon' listen. Tell you what you need, not what you want. It's different on the side. Cook and kick and karate. Come and get high, cause everybody here is invited to the party. Y'all niggas smoke cool, cause I know Bob Marley. Real OGs sitting on the panel while waiting in the line.
Big shout out to all the family that was in the building tonight. Vanna Black, Uncle P, Sean Core Lord, Miss Kimber, Megateeth, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. And all my peekaboo lookers that peeked in and didn't say nothing. I appreciate y'all too, man. Hey, y'all, family, I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Y'all know what it is, man. Same black time, same black channel. Talk black to me, y'all. Like Roscoe would say, man, don't meet us here, beat us here, baby.
Champagne and bubble bath, that is all fantasy. Niggas rather hear where the fuck you been or what it is you gon' be. See, real, no real, and this is not for the motherfucking fake. It ain't a radio station, and no one here hates. See, we give an opinion on what the fuck we heard. I can get annoying and probably get on your nerves, but you're gonna be okay. We here to brighten up your day. From the first day of June to the last day of May. Shit, I'm a nigga bearded.
Shout me out, y'all. Hey, man, big up to Vanna Black, too, y'all. She in England right now, man. It's 5:15 a.m. in the morning over there, man. Big ups to the queen for, you know what I'm saying, being up this early in the morning, man. Coming over here, messing with the channel, man. I appreciate you, Vanna. I know you always come in, sweetheart, you know, and you always miss the stream. I was glad that you was able to come in the little time that you did, man. Yeah, this is what we do over here on Bearded Conversation, man. So you're more than welcome anytime. Uncle Peter already gifted you a membership, queen. So, yeah, just make sure you come on over, man, and show the love. And I know you always do. I know you always show the love, man. So anytime you want to come over, hey, man. Hey, that's why I always say, y'all, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, and good evening to all my beautiful people. With that being said, man, hey, those that fuck with us. Those that don't, fuck with us anyway, man. Hey, and y'all know what I like to say. When we come together, may we always meet on a level. Once we in each other's presence, may we always be humble and plump. And once we leave each other's presence, may we always part on the square. Until tomorrow for Thumping Thursday, y'all, peace. Hey, and big ups to my residential Dominican from the Dominican Republic. My boy, your boy, our boy, Cito boy, man. And we out, y'all. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow now. Y'all come back now, you hear? Peace, y'all.